Alright, welcome back everybody. We are now starting episode 10 of our Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age walkthrough. In the last episode, we went from Rabanastre to here, but during that we went and did a hunt way back in the Namyetsa Sand Sea. Went back to Rabanastre to talk to the proprietor of that particular hunt, and then we went through the Giza Plains, which was in the rainy season. We did 2 hunts there. One of them we probably shouldn't have done at this point, but because we got sight and grants, we actually made it through barely. But yeah, that's something we should probably do later. Should have done later, sorry. And then we also, in the last episode, I showed you 2 good chaining spots. One in the Golmore Jungle, just as you enter, with the corals. And then one, again, here in the Osmone Plain with the woos. And we're going to do those again before we carry on, because that's kind of the direction we need to go. But we're here at Jahara, which is the land of the Gareth, and apparently they know something about methicite, magicite, yada yada. Gertie and I already bought the maps from the Cartographers Guild, and Gertie will rent you a chocobo if you need one. We will need one eventually. But one thing I wanted to do first was maybe spend some license points. And I don't want to spend too many, but any of the magic lores, any of the battle lores, channeling, yes. Swiftness, if you run across one of those, get them. Techniques, definitely get them. Because they will buff you in the long run. And just remember, we do have 2 license boards with everybody now. And as you can see, some of these are expensive. So try to go for the cheap stuff first. And then also try to figure out which ones are best for you. If you're going for weapons and armor, because we'll probably be able to upgrade here in a little bit, don't waste your little bit of money on stuff you're not going to have. So 3 is okay. Maybe I'll go ahead and get 4 for Vaughn. Charge is good. We'll go ahead and get his Time Magic 5. And I will go ahead and get Heavy Armor 5. And let's see. Magic Lore. Magic Lore. Okay, we'll do another one of those. Warmage, yeah, more MP after dealing damage. And then we'll change to Shikari and see if there's anything there that I want. Well, definitely want that one. Because I'm going to want the Yagu Darkblade. Now that should be White Whirl. That'll give me the Koga Blade. So we'll go ahead and get that one. Because on his other one, it's not like it gave us anything, even though I wasn't there yet. So there's one of them, there's the second one, and the one for 50... hadn't appeared yet, so maybe it's down here. I don't think I'm going to need any of those either. Or maybe it's this one. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him having the Durandal or the Simba, because he's going to have the Yagu Darkblade and, you know, some other better things. So that's about enough as I want to spend with Vaughn. Let's move over to Balthier. Man, that's a massive chunk of HP for him. Alright, so that's with the Bushi. magic lures you want to get, definitely get those. If you've got any, let's see, level 6. Yeah, we'll do Mystic Armor level 7 for him. And 8, because that's what's coming up next. I gotta get that because that way I can get another battle lore. So that'll be... Let's see what the machinist holds. Yeah, that's ribbon. Not quite there yet. I'm definitely gonna get these two. The battle lore and the swiftness. Let's see what the machinist is working with. Alright, it doesn't look like any of his... I can already get to there. So I don't need that Fires of War from him. Let's move back over to the Bushi. Can't get that one yet. Open that one up. But again, those are expensive, but I want that one, and I want that one. So I can get those battle lores out of the way. Alright. Now we're on to Fran. Which I'm pretty sure that in the middle here, that's going to be one of the espers. So let's see what else we got. We've already got that. That's going to be an esper probably. There might be one of them in here somewhere too. Let's go ahead and see Remedy, Phoenix, Remedy, Headsman. Definitely do Headsman. Now, Fran doesn't have as much as I would like right now, so let's switch her to the red Battle Mage. Yes. Because I definitely want her to learn that. Grab her a couple cheap magic lures real quick. What technique is that? Soul Eater? Alright. Move on to our Knight Foebreaker. He's probably getting close to that stuff. Grabbing that. Maybe a better shield, yeah. And then yeah, he doesn't need that much of that stuff yet. What, any of these battle lores we definitely want to get? The shell shield? We do have one of those already, so we can definitely get that for him. Swiftness, yes. Definitely going to get that. We want him to have Revive. And then obviously Max HP and Excalibur in the end, we're definitely going to want for him. Let's move over to the Foebreaker. I don't have a lot left. So let's see. Yeah, that doesn't get us into there. Alright, that's fine. We'll use it for that. We'll go ahead and suppose. It's a good one, too. There's not much I can do for him right now, so that's just going to be the way it is. Alright, moving on to our monk black mage. Let's see. I don't care about potion lore. It is, I mean, somewhat important. Last stand's not bad. That gives her white magic. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one because I want her to have that. And where are we at with... Level 7 armor is not that bad. We'll do that. Switch over to the black mage and see if there's anything we have to get. We can get to that. At least want to learn a mist ability. Yeah, we're definitely not there yet. And yeah, moving down here is going to be expensive, but we'll get there. Alright. And then Nello, we shouldn't have that much, but... yeah. Mulan Battle Lore. Let's make sure she has all that. Soul Leader, fine. Have that much left, so let's see. And the white mage, I've pretty much gotten her everything up to 10, 9. Yeah, I think we're okay with her there. Magic lore. I think she's okay as far as what she can and can't equip at level 8, because that's going to be stuff we're going to be getting soon. Yeah. Alright, should be okay. We'll go ahead and save it again. And if you need to teleport somewhere to go do something, go right ahead. Nothing's stopping you. Now there's a red little line here, so we can't cross quite yet. But if you come talk to this guy... no place for hewn children. Somebody walks up and vouches for us. He's the war chief, apparently. Supinulu, Warchief Village. Have been friends to all since long ago. Lately, the human world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As Warchief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I must speak to the elders. Alright. So there's lots of people to talk to here, and one of them should be somebody we're looking forward to find the hunt. Forget which one it is. Alright, well we haven't talked to them yet, but this guy, maybe it is this guy. No. As you see, there is a item shop right here. He's got some pretty good stuff. And this is one of the things I wanted to show you guys. Is if we go to loot, if you look at the coral pelts, they're worth $450 a piece. So there's 20,000 right there. Orange feathers aren't quite worth that much, but these coral pelts are worth it. I'm not going to sell the Geisel greens because we need them. Iron carapaces, we're getting a bunch of those. They're worth it. Again, I try to keep one of everything at least. Always keep all your teleport stones. Don't go sell any of that stuff. Some of this armor you could probably sell, but I'm not going to right now. So new bizarre goods, I'll definitely take those. I usually buy everything that comes in the bazaar. And then he's actually got some really nice weapons and stuff. So if you want to switch off of the Titangrats, yeah, getting a katana for Bosch, Balthier, flame tongue for Bosch, iron pole would go to, I believe, the monk. Slasher, the main gouge could go to our Shikari. It's an axe, so it goes to the foe breaker, but we already have one. And then the flame staff could go to Ash, of course, as well. So there's nothing I want to buy. But again, you may want to look into that stuff if you're not using Titangrats. Who am I looking for? What's his name? Low Chief Saguma is who I'm looking for. Okay. That's War Chief. Ash comes and says she must learn more about the Nephsite. She cannot turn back now. She still does not have proof of her heritage. Alright, so continue on. Let's head. See if we can meet with the Great Chief. We can spend time here. It's not like it's going to kick us out as soon as we're done.
This Nephsite, you have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone, then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of Nephsite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the Nephsite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield Nephsite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the Nephsite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nephsite whom the Nephsite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Bur Omasace. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
So Larsa is correct. If Arcades and Rosaria go to war, yeah, Dalmasca, Nebradia, which is pretty much no more, they lie right in between them. So he is correct that Dalmasca would kind of be the battlefield.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethicite's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethicite, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Alright, so yes, we have Larsa as a guest. And we're gonna head right straight back in to Jahara. What's he giving us? Killer bow and a quiver, onion arrows. Okay. Right back in. We need to find... Not him. Gotta be over here somewhere. Alright. A couple treasure chests though. These are usually the youngers. There he is. Shred. Okay. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the shred. Go ahead and knock this one out while we're here. And if there's anything you want to buy, talk to the trader here first. Alright. I think we're good to go. You can rent a chocobo for free if you want. We certainly don't need to right now. We will eventually. So I'm just going to overwrite the save that we just did. We're probably going to start a new save somewhere here in a bit. So I can save it right here and come back to this if I need to. This is a good point where I can get back to Rabanastre easily and I can move forward easily. So. Lowest level, so we'll stick with them. And then, yeah, anything that pops up, I'll fight. Again, we're still sighting grouting it out. Alright, you see that red chocobo? Oh, I'm so glad I created it. Careful with those. They can mess you up. So, let's see what it's called. The switchback, Dagon Flats, the green snake, the shred. This is where we need to be, but I think we need a chocobo to fight this thing, to be honest. So we're going to head that way. And we'll see if he's across the way, then we'll have to figure out if we come back for a chocobo for him. Which we might. we want to fight these chocobos because they'll give us Geisel greens. And we're going to need those. Takes me back, man. The first time I played this game, I spent a ton of time here. Head down here, and obviously now we're in the place where you fight the woos and get a big, huge chain if you want to. What the hell? For a potion. Alright. Now the thing is, there's going to be other things down here. I'm still trying to steal, isn't he? I don't see the encolados down here. Or maybe something where we gotta kill everything down here, leave and come back, maybe? Or maybe... What was that? See the... Oh, this is the shred. I may have to look this up to find out how we do it. But, yep, there you go. Just leave and come back. And then he'll be here. And you'll take him out quickly. All the way back to the Gareth and Jahara and tell him, hey, I just killed your whatever it was. And then we'll make our way back to right here. We'll start a nice chain of these guys. And then we'll head on to the Golmore Jungle, where we'll get a nice huge chain of poles again. If we move on to him quickly, hopefully he might be able to steal from them before they attack. But it's highly unlikely. You know what, we set our gamut to 100%. Vaughn will try to steal. Vaughn couldn't steal from him. So iron carrot pieces are worth quite a bit, so keep those in mind. And then when crossing this one, just remember this is a weird one because we need to go over here, but we feel like we need to go this way. So actually you stick to the right side on this one. Careful with the red chocobos. yes, we are coming all the way back here. Touch the save crystal. I'm back in here. And the reward's not going to be that great. It really isn't. That's him, right? Yep. Well, 1100 gil on ether, and hey, another golden amulet though. That's not bad. Who's got one on right now? Fran, which means she should have more. Her one. Who's got the embroidered tippet? Vaughn has the embroidered tippet. That's fine. And just on a little run there. I don't need 3 of those, do I? I really don't need any of these. 40, 38, 35. One hit sap. We're gonna get rid of that one. Oh, that's 2 hit, okay. And then I don't like petrify anyway. Poles 2, spears 2. We're down to number 2, I don't really care. Katana 2, no. Blood sword. Guns 2, no. Axes and hammers 2, no. Axes and hammers 3, yeah, still no. 3, 2, 1. Axes and hammers 3, no. Killer bow 3, no. The Elven bow is actually pretty cool, but like as far as power is concerned, and sight grant, what's the point? I'll keep a gun. We'll keep the Sword of the Kings just because we kind of want to. And all this stuff we can sell. Because unless you get a plus on it, it doesn't matter. But you might get a plus here and there. Oh, there's pluses. There's a big plus. Another big plus. More pluses. Alright, so what we gotta do now. I'll be going around like this the whole time. Don't have to give him that. Mellow, Fran. Okay. There's our optimization now, as far as defense is concerned. So now let's talk about selling some armors. Neither of them is going to be able to wear chainmail. A machinist and a bushi and a monk and a black mage are not going to be able to wear chainmail. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna keep the shell shield though. Just its auto shell, which is awesome, especially for a knight. when he stops using sight and grits. And I don't know, y'all may think I'm crazy for using sight and grits, but they're gonna wear out their welcome here kind of soon. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and say we've been at it for 45 minutes here, here in part 10 of our Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age walkthrough, which is fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that there. Going back that far. So we'll save one here. Alright. 45 minutes. Yeah, sounds time for a good break. And then we'll come back. We'll move pretty much eastward across the Osmone Plain. We'll hit up some of those woos for a nice big chain. We'll stop, little save point there on our way to the Gulmore Jungle. And then we'll hit up the corals for a nice long chain for a bit. And we'll just do that for a little bit the rest of this episode. And then we'll make our way into the Gulmore Jungle. And yeah, a couple surprises coming up, actually. And yeah, it could be a little bit of fun. And before we head out, there's one thing we can do. Is we can turn this gambit off. Could equip a diamond armlet. If you want to do this. If you want to. And then you save it. And you exit and do trial mode. And we have the diamond armlet. So the first thing we do is every single one we go through, we find the treasure chests and we open them. And we get as far through it as we can. Alright. So we're going to do that now. Got the diamond armlet on. Vaughn is not going to try to steal from anything. So we're just going to run through it. We're not going to get that far anyway. But it's still worth it to try. Because we do have Larsa with us right now as well. So that's a little bit of a bonus. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. I'm going to run up here. And then because we have the diamond armlet equipped, we're not going to get a diamond armor. We're going to get the technique first aid, which we already had anyway. Alright, and if you can, try to get to the... treasures. Too late. Really, it doesn't matter in the beginning because you're not going to get anything that good anyway. But once we get past level 10, it would be a good idea to try to get some of the treasure chests. We got a silken shirt. Isn't that nice? It's something. Something you can sell. Do the same thing. Bronze helm. Hey, not bad. But there's a reason we equip the diamond armor. Because you get much better stuff in trial mode if you get the diamond armor. So I'm going to go ahead and flee. Because if you kill that other guy, you're done. And I really want this chest. Libra. Okay, whatever. Chest over here. No. past them. One shot, whatever. Oh, there's another one. Another bangle, okay. This is where stuff gets tough, so you might want to pick a couple of them out first. Argyle omelet. And if anything, it's stuff to sell, right? Alright, there's Belly S. Parallel arrows, those are better than some arrows. Gonna still Gorget, okay? Every time you get it, you get through 10 levels, you get something. So, easy way to stock up on hot potions. I'm not going to save. Did I kill him? Yeah, I should have fled. Oh well. Find the chest plate. And charge. Some of the stuff we already have, but it's an easy way to get it early in the game. I don't know if we have that yet. Oh, we killed him, we killed him. We got a cop yet. Anything else? Anything else? Nope, kill him. That's the problem, like he can kill you. But we're getting LP as well. So a bunch of girls are going to attack us. I don't know if I've got one of those yet. Another treasure chest in here. Oh, a new one. And we got off a massive hero there. That was awesome. Come on, we get to it before we kill them all. Oh no. Yeah, here comes the status effects. You really need a ribbon to do this, but let's see if we can get through it. I'm confused, so Bosch or Lever. You're right, okay. It's because he doesn't have the diamond armlet equipped that he can't. Everybody's been stoned anyway, so. This guy just blizzards the crap out of us. He's still confused. Yeah. He's KO'd. They're stoned. Yeah, so it's over. Yeah, it's over. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess we can do that. Shield there. It's a poison box. mobilized. Treasure chest around here? Some there's 2, some there's 3. I can't deal with a mobilized, can I? Chest. Yeah, probably done. Yeah, we definitely need to set up our gambits a little bit better for that. But we got some stuff, right? The whole reason was to get some stuff. And then you just load the trial mode wherever you stopped at. Yes, we'll load that one. If you die, it doesn't matter. We died. We almost got to level 20 though. That would have been nice. But we did get some stuff. And then you come here and you save. Where you just were. And we should have got a couple more hats, some onion bombs, some more accessories. Let's go ahead and look. Should have a second one of those. Yeah, another bangle. Another Argyle omelet. What else did we get? Yeah, we did get a whatever hat you call that. We get a bronze chest plate. We got another shield as well. I think we got a bronze shield or something. Some more parallel arrows. Yep, we sure did. Yep. So we got something. I think I'm gonna bring Vaughn and Ash back down to Earth with their licenses. Yeah, I shouldn't have got that. Give her a little more HP and open up, see what we got. More HP. the first one with 3, which she doesn't. Now she's got a max of 3. Alright, so what I need to do now is licenses for Balthier. You got that one. Let's go ahead and get. Wait a minute. Let's make sure we're not messing ourselves up. Nope. We need that one. At least he's got 3 now. And then who doesn't? Who else doesn't have at least 2? Balthier's got 2. Bosch only has 1. Gives him HP. Gives him nothing. Gives him nothing. But he should have. He already has 1. Oh no! All he had. Yeah, he does have 1. So let's see what the knight does. That's the one that gave him those 2. Foe Breaker will open up HP. Yeah, well, we'll do that. Okay. So now he's got 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. 2, 2, 3, 2, 2. Another has none. Alright, so which ones do we need to open? We don't need to open that one because she's already got that battle lore. Alright, so let's go to the Ulan and see if. See if we can get there. Her some black magic like that. So that's Evanescence. Learn it cheaply, I guess then, because it doesn't help. The rest of them are going to be. Yeah. So she's got 2. Alright, what we just did is we got ourselves some. What are they called? It's like your limit breaks or overcharges, but they work on mischarges. Quickenings. Fran's got her 3rd quickening. Everybody else needs to get their 3rd. If it doesn't get you anything for doing it, don't get it. Yeah, we're gonna do this one. We'll do that one. Alright. And then I think it was Bosch. Which one do we need? Nah, that's not going to work. If doing it doesn't get you anything, then take the cheapest one. Yes, swiftness. Yes, 1,000 needles. He'll have shields eventually, so. And then, let's see. I will take that now, thank you. We're not quite there yet. Who's still got a bunch of... Battle Lore, yes. Battle Lore, yes. Excalibur, Genji, Greatsword, yeah. Those are all nice to get later. She's got 114, so we'll do focus. Not there yet. Alright, so everybody's now pretty low on LP. And as far as the party's concerned, yeah, we'll go with Ash. Braun and Vaughn. Because, well, Bosch maybe, but I think we're okay here. Alright, let's save. And then we'll head over to chain a bunch of the woos together. We'll do it just so I can show you in this episode how to do it. Again, we did it last episode, but that's okay. And then we'll make our way to the Goldmore Jungle. We'll chain a bunch of portals. So the cool thing is we could probably do trial mode again and forget the chests and just let our Titangrats do the work. I'm about to go in and go see what Optimize does. If anybody has anything, well, everything that we just got, we can sell. So it's always a benefit for doing it. So I would advise you to, as soon as you get the ability, either you go in there and you try to steal without a diamond armlet, and you try to steal from the big enemies, or you go in with the diamond armlet and you try to loot the chests and survive. So, alright, let's get ready to head towards the Goldmore Jungle. Alright, so I think it's time to move on. First thing I want to do, take the diamond armlet off. And what party am I running with right now? Yep, that's fine. Okay. So let's go ahead and head out back to the Osmone Plain. And what we're going to do is we're going to cross back to where we were. When we went to the Goldmore Jungle. Now, if you want to... which we will. We can do some chaining of the woos. And to do that, we know it's this part right here where we're about to enter. So we're going to go all the way. It'll be the green snake down to the shred, but try your best not to kill anything else in the shred but the woos. Then we'll run back to the green snake up to the field of light winds, and we'll make sure we're holding R2 and fleeing, and we'll go into the sunlit path to go more jungle, and then we'll come back and they'll respawn in the green snake. So I'll show you real quick how it's done. But these guys, the large feathers don't chain as well. I mean, they're not as great as like the coral pelts that we're going to get in the Goldmore jungle. I'm just going to forget that chest for now. So run back down here, maybe we can kill one of those to do. Alright. Yep, we got him. So just remember, there might be a different enemy down here. So try not to fight the crocodile. If it's down here. If it's not down here, don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and kill all the woos. Cool. We're going to cross this in a little bit, so don't worry about that quite yet. Back up the hill.
Yeah. Yeah. Ha.
We'll go fight them. And when you get to here, start fleeing, holding R2. I always like to wait a second when I walk in here. And run past all these guys real quick. Get into here.
I guess this one was a success.
This
Wow,
might actually
I'm
break the
impressed,
chain.
Juan.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca, it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet, never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for
him.
a future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am
I
as
got a
brothers.
good feeling.
Larson, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry.
Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
Well, we'll see if this cutscene broke the chain. Oh, some more judges.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your Honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Napodis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zagabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vane has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vane's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Abranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
Let's see if that broke the chain. Yep, sure did. So if you guys want to, you can run this chain back and forth now. I forgot about the cutscenes there. Thought they were the next time. But it is a good way to get some loot. And you've got all these chests, which will drop a little bit of money and, you know, some motes here and there. Some other stuff. There's one coming. So you don't have to buy as many potions, and ethers are always welcome. Getting back up the hill, a few of them should spawn again. Yeah, we already got 17 for that, so that's not bad. And hold your fleeing button. You want to very well make sure that they respawn, drop into the Goldmore jungle, and just turn right around. And I'll do this one more time. We'll run through the woos, and then we'll head into the Goldmore jungle, and we'll definitely chain up some corals. They should have all respawned. I mean, large feathers are awesome, but they're not as good as coral pelts. Wow, that's there. And as you chain them even more and more and more, you get better items. I think he just dropped one of the ninja sword. Which, yeah, I could equip with Balthier right now. If he's got the license, I think he does. That's, yeah, we're just gonna run past him. Maybe you get that. Alright, I'm just gonna run past him. Maybe come this way. Hopefully. See if that made him disappear. Nope. So yeah, that was a pretty nice 35 chain. Not bad. We'll go ahead and break it by killing these guys. Some more dice of greens. Huh. Just going through the Goldmore jungle, but a barrier, some sort of barrier, stopped them. So, let's go investigate that. But here, we want to start our coral chain. So what I'll do is I'll run to the left. There's a couple up here, but be careful because there's something else further past these corals, and there's a Marlboro down those steps. If you get too close to him, you'll attack him, so don't do that. And then just run back this way. Yeah, as we remember, there's coral pelts. Now, also up here, yes, there's some corals. There's another Marlboro down to the left, so be careful. That's a coral. Attack here. So there's Marlboros down there. And then if you go further, you'll see what looks like one, but it's glowing. Don't attack that one, because those are hellhounds, so they're not in the same species as corals, so we won't get a chain. That'll break the chain. So you can come over here, and you can run back here to where we saw the Marlboro. Just be careful not to go too far and attack them. If you do, just hit that R2 button and run back. And now that we fought all those, we'll just run out of the Goldmore jungle. Out of the Goldmore jungle, back to the Osmond Plain. We'll flee. Well, we don't have to flee through here, just come to this side. And then if you want to make sure, you can go down to where we were fighting the woos. But that's 2 away, so now we can just run straight back. And they should all respawn. And the reason we do this is to get a bunch of coral pelts. Because they sell for like 400 apiece. So you remember I had like, I guess like, yeah. I made almost 20,000. Keep an eye on the map and make sure you're not looking for enemies that aren't the corals. You don't want, this is not mandatory. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it's a great way to get some money from the coral pelts. It's a great way to get some LP. That was one. Thank you, Lord. And then again, see, we already did this the last episode, but I wanted to show it to you again while we were here. So again, just turn on your fleeing mode. And if you want to run to the next zone, go right ahead where we fight the woos. That'll definitely trigger respawn of everything. But it's really just 2 zones away. And they should all respawn. as you keep going up in the chain, and it gets stronger and stronger and stronger, when you get these items, they'll sometimes give you buffs like Protect, Shell, they'll heal you. And there are places where it's a lot easier to get even a bigger chain than this. And do this until you're satisfied, you know? We'll take Ash out because she's level 31 now. So we'll bring Fran and Bosch in. Now we just up the chain again to the next level. We'll run back out, so you'll see this time what all the cool stuff we're getting, because a couple times there we got 4 coral pelts. So now if we look at what we got, $41 coral pelts, and they sell for $454 a piece. So it's a good chunk of change, and we're gonna need it. So let's go ahead and do it one more time. And again, you can keep doing this as long as you want. See how now everybody just got shell? And they just start dropping better and better items. Sometimes they'll drop weapons, sometimes they'll drop armor. How did I get put to sleep? Chunk of them over there. So I'll let you decide if you want to do it again. I'm gonna look at some some licenses real quick, especially Pinello and Ash. So I want to see if I can get their that would take a long time to get to. Let's see where. She's got that one. She's got her 3. Doesn't look like any of hers are going to do one more for her, so... Go back to her other one. I'm just going to take the cheapest one then. That one's 75. That one's 75, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so everybody's got their 3 mischarges. And they'll fill up once we hit a save crystal. I'm gonna go do this chain one more time, and then we'll just carry on from where we are. We'll head to the right, and then where we want to go is to the left. And you can explore all this. You're going to come to a place where you can't go any further. You'll come to some barriers where you can't cross. And if you are not using the sight and grets, even if you are using sight and gret, beware of those hellhounds. They're pretty strong. Of course, Marlboros can inflict you with some status ailments. So be wary of that. But they're not like ultra powerful Marlboros or anything in here. Yeah, I mean, that's how quick it was to do a 67 chain. We've only been, you know, since we left, it's only been 23 minutes, 24 minutes, so... Yeah. So now we're going to break our chain because we're going to attack the Marlboro. But they drop some pretty cool things, too. Or can, especially if you can get a chain with them. Let's go ahead and get the map. We go more jungle here. So I'm done with my corals. Let's take a look at the map. So, like down here, there's going to be a blockade where you can't get past there. You can't get to there. But our object is to go this way. Alright? But we will run over there just so I can show you. Yeah. So this is where we came down to the corals, and then there'll be a hellhound down here. 2 of them, so just be careful with them because they're pretty strong. And they're not a one-shot kill even with the sight and grat right now. So if you come down here, that's where we are. It knows there's a barrier there. So if you want to run around this whole area, you can. But the object is to get all the way to the east. Yeah. Yeah. Show you where the next barrier is. Well, this is the same one, actually. Nope, it's not. There's another barrier. We cannot get past that. Continue this way. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. You'll find a lot of alcoves and treasure chests around in here, so try to make sure you get all those that you can. You do like ethers. So we can't go this way either. Fran will step up and say something this time.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage.
What have we done?
We? No. I.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey!
Our choices are few.
Fran? Balthier!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethersite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Whoa.
So yeah, there's a little Vieira town.
We go to seek aid of the
here.
Vieira who dwell ahead.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
But we're gonna run back real quick.
I am unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood.
We'll go fight these things. Because they actually drop something called lumber. Which is, well, they didn't drop any, but... there was another chest or something down here. Nope. Well, at least I want to show you guys the path. So you can just run straight from the corals all the way straight this way. And then these guys drop, I forget, demon eyeballs. They're actually not that horrible.
Yeah.
And you go back this way and you'll start seeing the corals again. Over here. This is how you get to the Eruyt Village. Right down here. And then you hit speak to the wood. And it'll pop the path open for you again. Let's head on in to the Eruyt Village.
In the village ahead, you will find her, Nyearn. Bring her to me. She will know why you call her.
Well, whenever you see Moogles, then you might get something out of the deal. Yeah, we'll buy a map of the Eruyt Village. And then because we can, he'll sell you all sorts of stuff. We want all this. Anything you don't have a lot of, I would get it, but as long as you have 20-25 of everything, you should be okay. If there's any accessories that you really like. Half damage, yeah, okay. Magic gloves, sure. Second, and we'll sell some stuff, but you're starting to see how expensive it gets. went ahead and optimized them with their armors. And I always try to sell at least one of the armors that you have in stock if you've got a few of them. Because I believe it helps. I'll even sell some of these. Because I believe it helps with the bizarre goods. I wouldn't sell, you know, embroidered tippets or the golden amulets. Because you may want to keep a bunch of those. Let's see, I don't need that many onion arrows. I'll keep this stuff because we may want to experiment a little bit. But anyways, let's head to our loot now. And again, I sell everything but one. I know I sound like a broken record in these things every time we do this. But there's something about it, because that way it keeps it organized. Everything stays where it is when you gain more. Aged turtle shells are worth 1,000. Yeah, these iron carapaces, they're worth 400 apiece as well. Quality hides are pretty good. We've got 76 coral pelts. It's 34,000 by selling 75 of them, so that's awesome. Quality pelts are nice. Yeah, we got a bunch of large feathers for chaining the woos together, but that's not as great as the coral pelts, right? Chocobo feathers are nice if you get a bunch of those. And the demon eyeballs aren't that bad. Pebbles, who cares? Yeah, the Destrar remains are worth a lot. I'm not going to sell the Geisel greens though. We want to keep those. And definitely don't sell the Great Serpent's skin. We need that. So now we'll see new bizarre goods are available. We can buy an eye drop set, but that was it. Okay. We're going to need to buy these soon too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to buy them right now. That's the Sage's monograph and the Scholar's monograph. So the Sage's monograph is good for elementals, which we haven't really fought much of yet. And the Scholar's monograph is good for constructs. So we have seen a clay golem. We're going to find some more of them pretty soon, actually, in the Still Shrine of the Mirian when we get there. So, but that's it for all of our monographs. So we're good with those. And we still got 78,000, so that's not bad. I mean, as you can see, armor for the guys right now. We're not buying weapons, so that does help us, even though I want to buy. So they're getting up to the level 50, attack power of 50. Obviously, your guns are always going to be lower, but they don't account strength into damage, so they're a little bit different. Crossbows actually aren't that bad. That's only a level 2 crossbow, and it's doing 57 damage, whereas you've got level 5 swords are only doing 51 damage. So, but we're not there yet because we've still got sight and grets. But as you see, they're all about $5,000-$6,000. Your best armor right now is, you know, running around about $3,000 to $4,000. So you can imagine the next place we get to where we're gonna have to buy new armor that'll be better for us. It's gonna be, you know, 5,000, 6,000, maybe 7,000 a piece. But this is the Eruyt Village. It's gonna be a lot of Vieras in here. They're gonna look at us funny, like, how did we get here? And it's pretty straightforward. Just run around the bend. I think some of these places are blocked off. It'll take us a while. But nobody's going to stop you. And of course, you can go talk to people. They'll tell you a little bit. You're unwelcome here. She will not suffer humans to walk her verdant paths. The barriers deny you. Leave now, whilst you may. So, I don't think there's any treasure chests or anything in here. But if you want to talk to people, they'll give you a little idea of... They're all telling us to leave. They don't like us here. There'll be some side quests here a little bit later. So yeah, pretty much everybody's just disdain for us. So you can talk to everybody if you want to. They don't like us Humes. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything here. I think there will be later. Because we're treading on Vieira territory and they don't like to consort with Humes. They don't really like us very much. So you try to run to this bridge, and this is where you kind of get stopped.
Hey, Mjern lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for Humes to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjern.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Ah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Mjern is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Vieira who have abandoned the wood are Vieira no longer. Mjern too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Vieira must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
The Vieira may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
Alrighty, well, doesn't help us much. Still kind of a puzzle. She went west and walks with men of iron. Well, there's... we go west, Jahara's not made of iron. Osmond Plain, Zertanan Caverns. We have a Naster, yeah, but there's not a ton there either. Albina Fortress, maybe? That's not west, that's north. Let's see if we get any context as we exit. Which way is out of here?
Not bad, Vaughn. Didn't think we'd get any information out of that one. So then, what was she saying about men in a warren?
The Henna-Magicite mines. Maybe that's what she meant. They lie in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. The entire region is a colony of the Arcadian Empire. There would be soldiers.
Is that a problem? Let's move.
Fran,
Yes?
I was wondering what Yote said, you know? About how you said the same thing 50 years ago?
Your point?
How old were you again?
Nice fun.
Surprisingly rude.
Try to grow up, please.
So, yeah, apparently in this world, not everybody ages the same or has the same lifespans as everybody else. So, I don't think anything changes. Usually they don't. Sometimes they do, depending on one thing. I am going to buy a Demon's Bane. I am going to buy a Storm Spear. I am going to buy a Beetlejuice. And I am going to buy a Recurve Crossbow, even though nobody can use it yet. But I'm just buying those now because I may want to use them, or I may at least want to sell them later. Okay. So. He said the hidden mines are in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. So it looks like that's where we got to go back to. Well, we're getting close to 2 hours of this episode. So I think what we'll do is we'll end it here, and in that way I can tell you exactly what we just finished doing and what we're going to do at the beginning of our next episode. So yeah, that'll do it for episode 10 of our Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age walkthrough. Join us for episode 11, where we head west back to the Osmoan Plain and figure out a way to get south into the hidden mines. And the hidden mines are actually kind of fun. We're actually going to go back there quite a bit. It's big, it's expansive, it's kind of right now, yeah, there's some dangerous places. There's switches and gates that you've got to close and open. And there is a place where you can actually AFK, but we don't have the abilities to do that quite yet. Not quite. We could try to do it, but I'm not going to try to put y'all through that. Especially now with the sight and grats. You wouldn't use any weapons. You would unarm everybody. You would try to kill them with break or a technique or something. And as long as you did that and kept your health up. But I think right now, our defenses and stuff are just not strong enough for our gambits of Cura to keep up with it. So, yeah, it'll be really difficult to do that right now, but it's a great way to get a bunch of loot. So, yeah, we're going to end that here, and we'll see you for episode 11.